Hello, and welcome to Wild After Dark. I'm your host, Tim Myers. This is the Boogeyman, and this is Clutterbuck the Cat. And the Minnesota Wild are doing so poorly that I have decided that what I'm going to do is I'm shipping all of my Minnesota Wild stuff back to the Minnesota Wild. So they can then deal with it, because you know what? I'm not dealing with it anymore, okay? I've had enough of this. I've had enough of losing weight, so the Minnesota Wild are just gonna have to deal with this. Okay? I'm shipping all my stuff back to them, and I expect a full refund. So, good luck, Wild. This is what's coming. I hope you return my money, because I've had enough of these losing weights. It's all going in there. Clutterbuck the Cat's coming, the Boogeyman's coming, everything's coming back. Because frankly, I just can't take it anymore. It's just become too much. It's become too much, hasn't it, buddy? He's not very happy with me. And I'm not happy with the Minnesota Wild, because you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We have lost 10. That's right, 10 of the last 13 games. 10 of the last 13 games. So apparently the Wild don't understand this. Apparently they don't get it because they're not playing any better. So I've decided to give you a visual representation of what it looks like to lose 10 of something and only win 3 of something. Here you go. This is 10 cans of Diet Coke. This is 3. Which one would you rather have? Zach Parise, would you rather have 3 or 10? Because this is what you have. You have 3. You don't have 10. You don't get 10. You only get 3 because you've only won 3 out of your last 10 games. Let's look at this a different way. Look, 1 gummy bear, 2 gummy bears, 3 gummy bears. No, you can't eat those. You can have 3 gummy bears, or you can have 10 gummy bears. You decide. Let's look at this another way. You can have 3 Cheetos, 1 Cheeto, 2 Cheeto, 3 Cheetos, or you can have 10 Cheetos. It's up to you, Minnesota Wild. You really can't eat those. Someone do me a favor. Google, are Cheetos bad for dogs? Did that make it easier to see? Do you see how if you have a lot of losses, that's not a good thing? You see how it would be much better if you had a lot of wins, like a lot of Cheetos, a lot of Diet Coke, a lot of gummy bears? That would be good, right? But no, that's not where things are at. Because the Minnesota Wild have lost 10 of their last 13 games. As if things weren't bad enough, the Minnesota Wild played the Arizona Coyotes, and hold on. Are you okay? Sorry, I'm worrying about Cheetos overdose. The Minnesota Wild played the Arizona Coyotes, and we were winning 2-1. It looks like we're going to turn things around. Everyone was having a great time. Everyone was playing really well. Charlie Coyle scored a goal. 1 minute left in the game. Arizona pulled their goalie. Everything's fine, right? Wrong. See, Devan Dubnyk did this.
At risk, they can get the goaltender off, and that's exactly what they do. Dubnyk caught out of the net, and they score. Vermette fired it.
It's so hard to watch, really it is. So apparently what happened is Devan Dubnyk thought that he could stop more pucks if he wasn't in the goal. I'm not sure I follow the logic on that. Here's what I'm thinking. If you have a goal and there's a person in front, it's harder for things to get into that goal. But Dubnyk felt otherwise. He felt that if he was behind the goal, that would, be better. I don't agree with him. But that brings us to a very new segment on the show that we're going to launch tonight called Wild After Dark Mythbusters. Okay, myth number 1. Can a goalie stop more pucks if he's not in front of the goal? Now, to test out this myth, we went to the place where I work, MJS Advertising, and we tested this myth out with some real scientific testing and really wanted to make sure that we had very accurate results. So here you go. See, it's not that difficult. This elephant is the hockey puck, and that door is the goal. When there's no one in the goal, puck goes right in. And when there's someone in the goal like Jason, puck doesn't go in the net. Very simple. See? I was right. Myth busted. It turns out the goalie has a better chance of stopping the puck if he's in front of the goal. Who would have known? Turns out 99% of the population knew that the goalie has a better shot of stopping the puck if he's in front of the goal. The only person that didn't know that was Devan Dubnyk. And the weird thing is the only person who did need to know that was Devan Dubnyk. So today's Dubnyk report is mentally challenged. Now, moving right along, we have some good news. Well, I mean, kind of good news. The Wild are playing so badly, I'm not really sure if this is good news, but let me get to the point. The Minnesota Wild take it outside in just 17 days. In 17 days, I will be with my brothers and my father at the Minnesota Wild Stadium Series game. The Minnesota Wild, who lost 10 of the last 13 games, are taking on the Chicago Blackhawks, who have won almost every single game they've played. I'm sure this will turn out really well for us. So yeah, that's it. Things are looking pretty bad right now. I didn't think they could get even worse, but they have. I mean, a good way to turn this around is Chuck Fletcher. Sign Thomas Wandel, please. So, things aren't great here. A couple games on tap this weekend. Let's hope we can turn things around. So, that's it for the show. Good night, Wild fans.